Welcome back to The Ambassadors. I'm thrilled to dive into today's topic with you. Let's get right into it.
Have you ever wondered how a short daily reading can build a massive global community? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull apart a single daily devotional, piece by piece, to see exactly how it's done. We're going to uncover the powerful structure that takes a reader from a private belief all the way to becoming part of a worldwide movement. Let's get into it. So, here's our roadmap. We'll start with the core message, the big idea at the heart of it all. Then we'll see how it cleverly shifts into personal responsibility, gives practical steps and a prayer, and then, this is the really cool part, connects you to a huge global ministry and its prayer network. All right, first things first, let's break down the foundational belief that everything else is built on top of. Okay, so the entire devotional is anchored to this one single verse from the book of Romans. This isn't just some throwaway opening line. Nope. It's the theological springboard for everything that follows. It sets up the whole theme, being free from sin because of a shared experience with Christ. Now, to really get what that verse is saying, you have to understand this term, our old man. The devotional makes it clear this means your past sinful self. The essential idea is that this part of you has been decisively taken care of, not by your own willpower, but through the power of the cross. So from that one single verse, the message logically unfolds into these 4 key points. And you can really see the progression here, right? It goes from the event, the cross, to the result, sin's power being broken, then to the personal benefit, freedom, and finally it tells you how to get it, surrender. It's just a really persuasive and clear path for anyone reading. And this is where the devotional makes a really crucial turn. It shifts from just believing something to actually doing something. The focus moves from what was done for you to what you must now do. This is so key to making it effective because it makes the reader an active participant in their own story. This slide just lays it all out perfectly. The devotional pretty forcefully rejects this idea of a passive, it just happens kind of victory. Instead, it reframes it as something you have to choose every single day. And that's a really powerful psychological move, you know? It gives the reader a real sense of purpose and control in their own spiritual life. So, here's the bottom line. According to this text, just believing isn't enough. It has to be paired with action, with discipleship. The message is clear. Knowing about the victory is one thing, but actually living it out, changing your lifestyle, that's the real goal. All right, so we've covered the theology. Now the devotional pivots into a super practical framework. It's basically a how-to guide. It makes sure the reader doesn't just nod along with the concept, but knows exactly how to apply it to their life, like right now. This practical section kicks off with this really sharp personal question. It's pulled right from its life application part, and it's designed to just stop you in your tracks and make you think for a second. It forces a moment of honest self-reflection. And right after that moment of self-reflection, bam! It immediately gives you these 3 clear, actionable steps. It's a brilliant move, shifting you from just thinking to actually doing. It gives you a guided path so you're not left wondering, okay, so what now? And the whole sequence, from the tough question to the call to action, it all leads to this, a pre-written prayer. This is really smart because it helps solidify the commitments you were just asked to make. It turns them from an idea into an actual spiritual practice. Okay, now the camera zooms out. After guiding the individual on their personal journey, the devotional starts connecting them to the bigger picture, the ministry and its support system. It's all about transforming a private experience into a shared communal one. It starts with this huge, ambitious mission, Operation 500 Million Souls. Then, it immediately gives you 3 distinct ways to get involved. By giving these clear labels, partner, missionary, investor, it provides a tangible identity within the mission. And that is so important for building real, long-term engagement. And here is where you really see the modern, digital-savvy approach to building community. This isn't just a random list of links, it's a whole ecosystem. They use everything from intimate WhatsApp groups for hardcore prayer to broader outreach on places like TikTok and YouTube. It creates all these different touch points to meet people exactly where they are. And it doesn't stop with just community interaction. The text gives you a path for deeper learning. By promoting these ebooks, it's inviting readers to go from a short daily devotional to a much deeper study of the core teachings. It's a great way to solidify both intellectual and spiritual commitment. And for the grand finale, the devotionals pulls back the curtain to reveal its most expansive view, a synchronized global prayer effort. This is where you see the sheer scale and coordination of the whole community. I mean, just to give you a sense of the scale, the prayer schedule covers 22 different countries. That simple number does something really profound. It makes the abstract idea of a community feel like a concrete global network that you can actually picture in your mind. You know, this is so much more than just a list of times. It's a visual of a living, breathing global event. A reader in Nigeria can look at this and see that as they're praying at midnight, someone in the US is praying at 6 p.m. This creates this incredibly powerful sense that you're all doing this together at the same time. It just dissolves the distance and builds a really deep sense of belonging. So the devotional wraps up its main message with this final instruction. It connects all the dots, the victory over sin, living a holy life, being part of a community, and points it all toward a single future theological event. It gives all the small daily actions a much bigger, ultimate purpose. So when you step back and look at the whole thing, the key takeaway is just how incredibly efficient this devotional is. In just a few hundred words, it takes a reader on a complete journey, from a single Bible verse to personal action, and finally to a specific time-zoned role in a worldwide, digitally connected organization. It really leaves us with a fascinating question about how modern faith and community.
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and comment. Your host, God7, David F. Wafulu.